So you stayed up for the whole game?
Yeah, I was up.
Yeah.
I was tweeting and watching the game and the celebration.
You were also watching a video from Buffalo, I heard.
Yes. I watched a wonderful. This one's getting some popularity. It's some guy from a part of Buffalo, I guess. What is it, South Buffalo?
Yeah.
That is commenting on a story. I gather there was some kind of fire. It seems to me, without knowing the entire story, that black people wanted to move into his neighborhood.
Okay.
And something burned. I don't know what it was.
Wow, they burned a house down?
And now they got this news guy interviewing
Wait, why
this
are you
gentleman.
being vague?
I don't know.
What did they burn down?
I honestly don't know. I just know there was a
you
fire.
knew.
It could have been anything.
Did they burn his house down?
Oh, no.
The black guy's house down?
I don't know. I didn't get enough info on the story itself.
Okay.
But this good gentleman is talking to a news guy, and his opinion is that blacks should stay where they are, and whites stay where they are, and if they don't cross paths in their neighborhoods, that shit like this won't happen, he says.
Oh, let's see him.
And the newscaster is worse than what this guy is saying. And by the way, this guy's just voicing his opinion, and if you listen, he says they've destroyed their neighborhood. He doesn't want them moving into his neighborhood and destroying his neighborhood. And the newscaster is so... Like, he diffused the newscaster so quickly that the newscaster doesn't even know what to do. Because he's used to people, like, edging around the whole thing and not really getting to the point. And they keep pounding with questions, trying to get the guy to say something offensive. This guy just speaks his mind, and the newscaster just has to keep asking the same questions.
Really?
Yeah, because he's already said it. He's very calm, this guy. He's just speaking his piece.
Okay, let's listen to this.
So tell me, you lived here for 30-something years. They're classifying this fire as a potential hate crime. What do you think about that?
I think that if people just stayed in their own side of town, their own neighborhood, that things like that wouldn't happen.
Tell me what you mean by that.
Well, every race and color has their own section of Buffalo almost, so if they just stay on their own side, things like this wouldn't happen. People in these neighborhoods don't want those type of people moving down here and ruining the property value and destroying the neighborhood, so when things like that happen, it shouldn't be such a shock.
What do you mean by those types of people?
Minorities. African Americans.
So are you suggesting that they should stay on the east side rather than coming here to South Buffalo?
Well, they've already wrecked the east side. Why should they come down to the south side and wreck that neighborhood?
Do you think
Can you
that
pause real quick?
by saying these...
This guy's a calm guy, this racist, but you can see his face. He's a problem.
Oh, yeah, he's a problem.
He may or may not be a firebug, but he's a problem.
He's wearing a wife beater, a black wife beater, and he looks like he could absolutely be in an Ultimate Fighting ring.
Is this a young reporter, though? This doesn't sound like TV
young.
news. It sounds like a local.
Oh, it's Buffalo.
It's Channel 4.
Yeah, but what are they going to get up in Buffalo?
Yeah, that's true.
A fresh-faced kid out of college, out of broadcasting school.
Just going, I don't know how to handle this guy.
I know.
He's
might beat
actually
me up.
saying the things I'm supposed to be trying to get out of him.
He's never heard anything like it. Usually you can only get implications. Well,
Yep.
two parts of town. What do you mean by that? But he's like, no, they should stay there. The minorities don't come
I
there.
got to say, I like this guy's honesty.
Yep.
I appreciate his honesty. This guy has a feeling about something, an opinion. He lives in a neighborhood that he doesn't want destroyed. He's got an opinion of other neighborhoods, right, wrong, or indifferent. And he's speaking his piece. He's not afraid. I like that.
This is why I love Anthony. And I mean, love. Because Anthony said I admire his honesty. Not, you know what, he's a racist and an ass, and he's just telling the truth. I like his honesty, and then you validate his points. Well, you know, property value does go down.
And gets excited when he sees people like himself.
Oh, I like this.
It's like, see, I'm not alone.
That's good.
With my thoughts.
Is that YouTube or a mirror?
He's in really good shape. It's a YouTube.
Oh, okay.
This guy couldn't be more confident about what he's saying.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, all right, what else you got?
He loves it.
Go back slightly there, Sam, please. And let's continue with the clip from Buffalo.
Onto the south side and wreck that neighborhood.
Do you think that by saying these things, people on the other side of the city get offended? Do you think that there's some sort of a bias potentially?
A lot of people feel this way. They just won't say it.
But you are.
Yeah.
Why are you coming out and saying these things?
Because I own a home and I see what happens when they move into the neighborhood. Property value goes down, kids on the corner, crime goes up. The East Side used to be a beautiful place. Look what they did to that.
Do you think that there's an issue, though, in what you're saying?
Well, I'm sure there is, but I mean, you got to take a look at why it's an issue.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, they just ruin neighborhoods.
I guess what I'm getting at is that you're...
This guy's great.
He totally threw this guy.
He's so scary, though. You see the look he gave?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but this guy's not used to having an honest discussion and unapologetic.
Right.
Because the guy's they ruin neighborhoods, and it's like he's telling you how he feels. It's unpleasant, but he's not being dirty, or he's not expounding enough for the reporter, because the reporter keeps having to jump in.
Yes,
the guy is just a soft-spoken guy. This is how
and he says it, and then he's quiet. He's not going off on this diatribe about using a racist language or anything. He just speaks his mind, stops, and the reporter's got to keep asking stuff. He doesn't know what the fuck to ask.
He's never talked to a guy like this.
No. Amazing. Go back a little so we can hear him go.
I guess what I'm getting at is that you're generalizing tremendously. These people might have just been here looking for a different way of life, a better way of life.
Maybe people are afraid after you let one family in, then more of them come in. You know? That's just how it is around here.
All right. Do you think there's anything wrong with what you're saying?
I don't feel there's anything wrong with it. A lot of people would feel wrong about it, but I don't.
That guy is amazing, isn't he?
He rules.
He's a big, motherfucker with one of those heads that you could punch right in the face and he wouldn't go anywhere.
For anyone who wants a visual, if you've seen Once for Warriors, he looks like Jake the Muss.
Really?
He looks like Jake, the lead for Once for Warriors in the phase. And he has this way to raising his eyebrows, like he's confrontational, but softly. Like he's comfortable telling you exactly this.
He's one of those guys you could punch as hard as you could right in the jaw, and he'd do that thing where he just takes his finger, wipes the blood, looks at it, and just smiles at you.
Like, that's all you got?
Yeah, all right, my turn.
It's on the Facebook page, E-Rock.
Yes.
All right, all this visual shit. Go to our Facebook page, Opie and Anthony.
Yeah, that. So I got that, and remarkably enough, you'd be amazed what site I was looking at when I found that video.
Sure.
Which was, of course, prominently linked on one of their threads.
They were very
like it.
Was trolling for some hate last night. I did. There you go. I was trolling for some hatred, and I found some.